Cancer, this is your channel messages for the 30th of May. Cancer, your channel message is the Empress, the Two of Swords, illness. So Cancer, I'm not sure if it's you, okay, you being the Empress, or the Empress could also be a Taurus or a Libra. I'm getting this beautiful woman. She's so beautiful, she's so put together, she prettier than money that just came into the bank via Brinks truck, okay? I'm getting she pretty. But I'm getting saying something wrong with her. Like she have mental illness. I'm getting she beautiful, she look good, she smell nice, everything. The Two of Swords is something I can't say. Now perhaps what you call it? Was it not Sleeping Beauty? I don't remember which fairy tale was when a mother envied her daughter and she used to say, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the prettiest of them all? And the mirror said the daughter. Was it, who was it? Was it, I don't remember which, I don't remember which fairy tale is that. No, Mirror on the Wall, not Lil Wayne. Mirror on the wall. Here we are again, through my rise and fall. You've been my only friend. And tell me that ain't can go there. Then I am so Snow White, the mirror, mirror on the wall. And when the queen had asked who was the prettiest of them all, the mirror said Snow White. So she get this man to kill Snow White. Because Snow White was pretty, so pretty. But Snow White never walked around thinking she was the prettiest. But her mother was a narcissist who always looked on her reflection and she wanted to be known as the prettiest of them all. But the man did bring Snow White in the forest to kill her. And the man said, but I know you pay me a lot of money to take out this bitch, but she nice. Nothing wrong with her, and did leave her alone. He let her go. Me getting something about mirror magic. You can't see your beauty. Me getting you cannot see your beauty. You don't know how beautiful you are. No, I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter how beautiful you are. Death does not discriminate against how pretty or how ugly you are. Misfortune does not discriminate against how pretty or how ugly you are. And the prettiest people usually face the worst misfortunes. Them go through poverty. You ever see some supermodel looking girls in a poor community like Sudan? I'm not saying Sudan is poor. But you ever see them girl in some community when them in a village? You ever see some of them Nigerian girl here? How some of them when them go school and them pretty enough, them pretty. And when them decide to go to college because them want to take their mother out of the fucking mud house, these fucking Lagos boys, these Yahoo boys, fucking up them beauty because them want riches, right? You ever see some of them girls ever come up in a poor neighborhoods, poor. Them live in a dirt, but them beautiful. So I'm getting something about you can't see your beauty. Yeah, even poverty does not discriminate against how beautiful you are. I should tell you. Homelessness did not discriminate against my looks. Poverty did not discriminate against my looks. And rape never discriminates against my looks either. So you should know that. Anyways, I'm getting you can't see your beauty. So maybe something is happening to you because of how beautiful you are. A Jewish man did tell me that. Him say, you know what your problem is? I said, maybe my problem is I'm not Jewish. And him said, no, you're too pretty. I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying. But what does that have to do with me cleaning? What the fuck, okay? I don't know if this is something like Cinderella. Because Cinderella was the prettiest out of all of her sisters. And she used to get bullied by her sisters because she was the prettiest. Probably because Cinderella's mother an ugly man and then she fucked a nice handsome man, and that's how Cinderella came out. Because I don't know how the genes skip 1 2 3 and it went to fucking 4. Anyways, I'm also getting illness. You're saying somebody not righted in the head, them beautiful but them not righted. This could be a man. I'm getting the man handsome, the man is drop dead gorgeous, but I'm getting him not righted in the head. Or that's what you're saying. Cancer, let's go ahead and go into your reading. Your first card out is addiction. So we have codependency, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. Maybe that's what you're saying. You're saying she pretty, but she look crack. It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I need some crack rock running the streets, right? Maybe you're saying, yeah man, you saw she pretty, yeah man, but don't go near her. She mad, she will hit you. Me getting a saying she controlling. Yes, she might look like a pretty girl, but you don't want to be with her. She will never, ever, ever make you talk to your mom ever again. She hates moms, right? Me getting a say something wrong with somebody. Addiction. We also have a photograph, okay? Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. Maybe when you were younger, growing up, you're never pretty. You were basic. You were deemed to be ugly. Me getting you grow up and them not understand how you grow up in this beauty. Them not know where. Them must say you do surgery. They must say you must fix your nose, you fix your face, you get breast implants, right? We don't know what they must say about you, but you did not look that. Somebody's saying you did not look that way when you was friends with us. You did not look that way when I was your man. But me getting illness, maybe you keep a look on old photos of when you used to slim. And you're saying, oh, look how pretty I was when I was younger. Oh, before the kids that made my life a fucking hell came out of my vagina, I was such a beautiful person. Because I get to keep a... I don't know if this is a woman, an old woman who I use young photos of herself. And when she meet the man, them she old. Or, like a seal, this woman... who claims that she's the prettiest everything. Me getting this woman look like a, I don't know what to tell you. Me getting she full up a Botox. Her lip them look like a fucking pop the balloon. Shit, right? Me getting she look old, but she trying to convince herself or she trying to convince people that she young. And she don't want to tell you the age. Any woman who don't want to tell you them age, believe me, it's because that is old too. Me don't know why. I don't want to tell you my age. Why? Why you can't, why, you're not proud of your age? Time is against you. The man them who care and left you that stressed out is against you. It's not time. You're supposed to be proud of your age. Proud of the experience. You're 40-year-old, you're trying to tell people say you're 35. Why? Are you trying to compete with 35-year-olds? Why you push back your age? I never understood a woman who don't want to disclose them age. You're coming like the same underage girls who don't want to disclose them age. That man wants to know if he's dealing with a old one or a new one. Because some of them like old, some of them like new. One more. We have clock. Yes, the clock is against you. Maybe you're telling somebody you're 30. Me getting mom, you look like 60. And if your body look like 21, your face look like 93. I don't know if this is about a facelift. Like somebody get a facelift and them look young. Clock. Yeah, your maternal clock is going against you. And I don't know who you're trying to convince. Need time, take time, in time, time cycles, time to heal, progress. Maybe you don't want somebody to know that you're close to menopause. Go ahead and go into your reading. I don't know if you wait on somebody, or I don't know if you say, oh, she's so pretty. Why isn't she a bitch? She's so pretty. If I was that pretty, I mean, I would reject men. I would not let men touch me. Meaning you don't care. Remember the Bible tells us you're not supposed to focus on the flesh. Not only the flesh of having sex or being attracted to somebody else's wife, but do not be focused on this. Pretty faces can be evil. Ugly faces can be good. Ugly faces can be evil. Pretty faces can be good. You cannot get caught up with the flesh. Let's go. First card out is the Queen of Wands coming out first. I'm getting botanical magic. I'm getting something about maple leaf syrup because the tree have breasts. And that means you can milk the tree. Now, the only time you can milk a tree is if the tree is a maple leaf. Are you maple? I'm getting something about a maple leaf tree. Maple. No, I don't know if it's something about saggy breasts, sagging breasts. You're going to tell people say you're 35. Not with the length of those breasts. Them breasts are lower than your fucking IQ. We're getting something about sap. Okay, something like that. We're getting somebody old. And if somebody don't old, we're getting something about you use a lot of earth elements for maintain your beauty. You use a lot of natural remedies. We're getting, you know, inject, you know, go no type of weird ass chemicals. We're getting, if it don't naturally, don't use it. Maybe you will find something that rejuvenates your youth. Your youthfulness, sorry. We have the hangman. The hangman is trending. You can look there. She cover her face, but the face is in her stomach. So you're gonna get BBL and liposuction. Ma'am, your face looks like a BBL. Your face could have used a liposuction. So maybe you think getting a bigger ass and tightening up your waist so you don't have no back fat are gonna make you look young. Your face is telling the truth, ma'am. You should know that. Oh, that's mixed in, sorry. We also have the Hierophant. Yeah. With age come wisdom. I do not want to see my zaddies, my grand zaddies. I don't want to know, man, I use black box hair dye in a them gray thing. So now you are 50 and you're going to tell people say you're 35. So what the man that's 50, I don't know if it's a man, if him a girl to tell people say him younger, sir, you're old. The Hierophant, that's like this look like a grand. Now, I don't know if this is something about your wife looking very, very young, but you look old. Okay. The beauty about men is women usually lose the ability to have babies. Some women 45, some women 55, some women 60. Sometimes when the man them are 80, them still can have baby. You don't lose the ability to reproduce and produce sperm as much as the woman lose her ability to pass eggs. Come getting you saying, look how I look old. Oh, I probably should dye my beard. I need to do something to look younger. Come getting the girl who you're dating or your wife look young. Well, isn't that the beauty? Isn't that what every man's supposed to aspire to have? A young looking wife? Cause someone is the same age. Someone is the same age as your wife. I may say you and your wife going into the grocery store, you and your wife taking the kids to school, and your wife look like your mother, you look young, and we don't know if the kid is your brother. But I would feel like the epitome of a relationship supposed to be the woman supposed to look younger. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, me getting your wife look half your age. Is that an issue? It is an issue to you. Again, me getting something about you going find. Me getting somebody look half them age. Like me getting you look half your age. Me don't know how you look so young. Maybe people want to know what your beauty secret is. Don't make no man stress you. Don't have no kids. Make sure you hydrate yourself properly. And every day you wake up, you show gratitude. Talking about I look underage. Ma'am, this is what a 32-year-old without kids and a man stressing them looks like. The Hangman is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. That's another tree here. Are me getting this? Me getting you look old. You look older than fucking Noah's Ark, and you're there with this girl, and the girl is so young and beautiful, and you try to convince her that she old. She look old. I know this girl a freak out and run up and down how this old ass man share data so she look old too. Me getting the man jealous of your youthfulness. Perhaps you and the man at the same age, and you look younger than him. The Hierophant is clarified by the Knight of Swords. Yeah, because him not have much time left. You look like you have 50 more years to go. I don't know why somebody say you have mental illness. Perhaps you're so pretty they had to go attack your mental health to say that something is wrong with you. We have Shark. We have the Soul was Soul. I don't know who sell a soul because I'm getting an age. Or you're aging in reverse. We have Scorpio. Yeah, death favors you. We have the number 3, and we also have Leo. And I know that when you stay in the sun a lot, especially for certain type of races of people, it will cause them age spots. Maybe you stay away from the sun, or maybe you get the proper vitamin D when you need it, and then you come out. I'm getting something about you have really good skincare routine. That's what makes people stay and look young, is your skincare. But we're getting somebody saying, well, you can't see how you look. You know, so that girl you're mad. You know, if she start OnlyFans, should I make so much money? That is true, but I would lose my soul. And what is a pretty face without a soul? That's a corpse. That's a walking corpse. A pretty face without a soul, it's giving modeling. That's what the fuck it's giving. I'm going to leave it here. Until next time, Cancer. Bye.